Hi everybody, I hope you and yours are very well. This week's Parsha is Parshat Naso. And Naso deals with the taking a census of different families in the tribe of Levi. And Naso is unique because it's the largest Torah portion in the entire 5 books of Moshe. It has 176 verses. And by the way, that's not coincidental. It usually comes out to be the Shabbat, the Shabbos after the holiday of Shavuos when we get the Torah. So already there's an influx of more Torah in the world because we passed the milestone of commemorating and reliving receiving the Torah. But truthfully said, we could have made this parsha much shorter because we repeat the donations of the 12 princes to the inauguration of the tabernacle, of the Mishkan, and they're the same. And instead of just saying this is what the first tribe brought and all the rest did the same, it reiterates again and again and again. This prince brought this and that prince brought that, all the same things again and again. And the commentaries explain that an important idea. The idea is that when a person does something, or if two people do what appears to be the same thing, each one brings their own unique perspective, their own thought process, their own challenges to fulfill the commandment. And even though it looks like it's the same, it's not. And the parsha is teaching us an important lesson, the uniqueness of each individual about what they bring when they do the right thing. And this is an important idea. And what's interesting to note is that the word for taking a census, a counting, is nasai. And we had it in last week's portion as well, when the Jewish people are being counted, su'u. Now the literal meaning of this is to lift up. What's the significance of lifting up? And the idea really is the power of lifting the individual up. More important than counting the people, it's making the people count. Yes, God wanted us to have numbers exactly of how much in each tribe, and in this case in each tribe and each family of the Levites. But what's very important is that we should try to lift up every person and make them feel special. And one doesn't know the power of that. So yes, we're counting them, but the idea is also to lift them up. And I'd like to share a beautiful story about a woman who received a bouquet of flowers from a woman that she knew pretty well, but she was surprised and she called up, and we'll call her Sarah, and say, Sarah, I was pleasantly surprised you sent me the bouquet of flowers, a nice little note. I can't thank you enough, but I don't know, I think it must be a mistake. You meant it maybe for somebody else. He said, no, I meant it for you. Why? And she said, let me explain. I've been dating for a very long time, and the last of my friends got engaged and was about to get married, and I was thinking to myself, when is it going to be my turn? And you know what, maybe it'll never be my turn. And I was resigned that maybe I'm just going to be single. I was filled with self-pity, and I decided that that's it. If someone comes and suggests an idea, that I'm not going to even think about going out with that person. And then I met you on that Shabbos, and you said to me, wow, you look beautiful. God willing, when you have kids, they're going to be the best dressed kids. And it was gave me such a warm feeling that I got rid of all my self-pity, and then when an idea came up right then, very close to when we met, I said, okay, I'll go out. And now I want to let you know that I am engaged. And your kind words complimenting me on how I looked and that my kids would look great was all that needed to lift me up and get out of the self-pity and go out, and thank God I'm engaged to a wonderful young man. So the concept is really so important. What can we do? And there's so much little things that we can do to lift people up and make them feel special, by complimenting them, by acknowledging them, by welcoming them, by giving them our undivided attention. There's much that we can do, and that's really what the job is. As I said, it's not really about counting people, but it's about letting people feel that they count. May we be successful in doing that and lift everybody up around us so that we become a magnet for positivity and for growth and for self-esteem. And then we're fulfilling a beautiful commandment of loving our fellow as each other, and will make the world a much better place. Have a wonderful Shabbos. All the best.